This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly. This University of Southern Indiana live streaming event will begin shortly.
One strike and you're out, baby. Don't care if I sound crazy, but you never let me down. No, no, that's why when the sun's up, I'm staying. Still laying in your bed singing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Got all this time on our hands. Might as well cancel our plans. Yeah. I could stay here for a lifetime. So lock the door and throw out the key. Can't fight this no more. It's just you and me and know you better. Kinda hope we're here forever. There's nobody on these streets. If you told me that the world's ending, ain't no other way that I can spend it. Oh, oh, oh. Got all this time in my hands. Might as well cancel our plans. I could stay here forever. So lock the door and throw out the key. Can't fight this no more. It's just you and me, and there's nothing I can do. I'm stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you. So go ahead and drive me insane. Baby, run your mouth. I still wouldn't trade being stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you. I'm stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you. Whoa, baby, come take all my time. Go on, make me lose my mind. We got all that we need here tonight. I lock the door and throw out the key. Can't fight this no more. It's just you and me, and there's nothing I'd rather do. I'm stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you. So go ahead and drive me insane, baby. Run your mouth. I still wouldn't change all this loving you, hating you, wanting you. I'm stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you. Stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you.
At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high quality walking shoes, which might lead to another joke.
Think about you. You know that I never gonna lose.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Usually I put something on TV, so we never think about you and me. But today I see our reflections clearly in Hollywood, laying on the screen. You just need a better life than this. You need something I can never give. Fake water all across the road. It's gone now, the night is come. But sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. You can't fight it, you can't breathe. You say something so loving, but now I gotta let you go. You'll be better off in someone new. I don't wanna be alone. You know it hurts me too. You look so broken when you cry. One more and then I say goodbye. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He waves been faking me out.
Welcome to the University of Southern Indiana. In the event of an emergency, please follow directions as provided. In the event the arena needs to be evacuated, please remain calm and proceed to the nearest marked exit and make your way outside the facility where you will be directed to a safe area. Thank you and enjoy the event.
At this time, would those who are able please stand as we listen to our national anthem, sung by Daniel Craig, Associate Professor of Music.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Please be seated.
Here at USI, we follow a creed, one that captures what it means to be a screaming eagle.
It's a promise, a guiding light.
These are the words in the heart of every member of the USI family.
As a member of the USI community, I will practice personal and academic integrity.
I will reject and confront all manifestations of discrimination while striving to learn the differences in people, ideas, and opinions.
I will demonstrate concern for others, their feelings, their property,
and their need for conditions that support their work and development.
Allegiance to these ideals requires that I refrain from and discourage behaviors that threaten the freedom and respect every individual deserves.
Please welcome a gentleman who will be very supportive of your college career here at USI, our University Interim President, Stephen J. Bridges.
Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce those seated on the platform with me today. First, Dr. Shelley Blunt, Interim Provost. Tamia Smith, Student Government Association President. Dr. Sadesh Mujumdar, Dean of the Romaine College of Business. Dr. Julie McCullough, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Professions. Dr. Del Dowdy, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Laurie Berry, Dean of Students. Fuad Hamami, Board of Trustees Student Representative. Dr. David Henriquez, Executive Director of Student Success. Dr. William Elliott, Interim Dean of the Pott College of Science, Engineering, and Education. And Dr. Michael Dixon, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies. All other members of the USI faculty and staff in attendance, please stand. Please welcome me in applauding these individuals. Thank you. You may be seated. It is also my pleasure today to introduce the students who are serving as gonfaloniers for today's convocation. These students represent hundreds of involved students making a difference on USI's campus. They bring life to our university through their student leadership roles and are active in creating a campus community for which we are all proud. I will ask each person to stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Representing the Romaine College of Business is Lauren Thomas, class of 2026. Lauren is a finance major. Representing the College of Liberal Arts is Timothy Rosenall, class of 2025. Timothy is a sociology and German studies double major. Representing the College of Nursing and Health Professions is Chloe Griffith, class of 2027. Chloe is a pre-diagnostics medical sonography major. Representing the Pott College of Science, Engineering, and Education is Reagan Lawrence, class of 2027. Reagan is a biology pre-med major. Representing the University Division is Gerard Sanders, class of 2025. Gerard is an individual studies major. Representing Graduate Studies is Hannah Haithcock, class of 2023 and 2025. Hannah is a current Master's of Occupational Therapy candidate. Representing our international students is Fernando Han Pelocios, class of 2027. Fernando is a biology major. Representing our honors students is Sarah McSparron, class of 2026. Sarah is a diagnostic medical sonography major. Let us applaud these student leaders, please. I want to take just a few moments to celebrate your class and to share the uniqueness of the class of 2028. Freshmen come from 22 states and 15 countries. Indiana students come from 65 different counties. 228 students in this class have a high school cumulative grade point average of 4.0 or higher. 245 students are first generation, and 82 of our freshman students are student athletes. The youngest in your class is 17, and the oldest is 59. Those of you who are coming in as transfer students, you're coming from 90 different colleges, 19 states, and 5 countries. Indiana students come from 29 counties in Indiana. 220 of you had a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or higher, and 82 are first-generation college students. 15 transfers are student athletes. The youngest of the transfers is 18, and the oldest is 58. Today is an exciting and emotional day in the room. We all feel the excitement and are thrilled to have joined the USI family. I want to take a moment to thank the USI staff for all the work you've done to make this a particularly special time for our new family members. Much goes into preparation for your arrival. Please help me in thanking them. Okay, as your interim president, students, parents, family members, we have some things in common. I thought about what to share with you today, and I decided to share my experiences. Today, that we have in common possibly is that this is my first convocation too. I was a student at USI twice, but alas, I'm so old we did not have convocation at that time. I was the parent of 2 students who attended USI. All of these things I think we have in common. But I hope today when I share some of my experiences, they'll be in some way helpful to you as you take your journey. I remember as a student feeling all the excitement and anxiousness that you feel today. I was a commuter student, but my children lived on campus, so I'm going to provide comments that apply to both situations. One thing's for sure, though, you've been working towards this day for roughly 18 years or more, and it's here. We at USI and the parents and family members who are here are proud of you. Pride sometimes comes in the form of emotion, or maybe being a little too helpful. I live that both ways, and it's real. So provide each other some forgiveness in those times when we know it's coming from the best of intentions. Let's start with some student things first. You've heard this elsewhere today, but I'm going to say it again. Go to class. There's a direct relationship between going to class and succeeding in your classes. Students, make wise decisions during your time here. You know what's right. Use that knowledge. This is a time in life when you make some of the larger decisions and you may be least prepared to make those. Seek help. Reach out to our USI staff and your new family away from family to help guide you. Embrace opportunities. Don't be afraid to take advantage of activities on campus. The relationships you develop will last for a lifetime. The services we have on campus are for you. I did say for you. You'll not be sorry that you ask for services, only sorry if you do not ask. Tell your parents and family members how things are going and do not hide challenges. As a parent, we want to be there for you, and we really dislike surprises. As an adult, you will never, and I promise never, capture the magical feeling of completing the last final for the semester. It is glorious. Parents or family members, here's some advice for you. Don't call your students on Friday nights. That was advice given to me, and it worked. I will say, they called me a few times, though, but I never called them. Laundry will come home, so prepare yourself for that onslaught, parents. Students seem to install a ripcord on their luggage when they return home. It'll be everywhere. Embrace it and step over it is my advice. The return of a student home is a cause for a Thanksgiving-style type meal. As the father of college students, I picked up on that element. I decided to start suggesting some meal options I wanted to my college student. It worked for a while until my wife found out, so that was short-lived, but glorious it was for a short period. The trips home where your students want to visit friends more than family start to lessen, and family time increases more as they realize how much you've done for them and how much they miss that, even if they don't admit it. The pride you have in your student will only grow as you watch them mature and be prepared when they want and appreciate your opinions more than in the past. It's coming. Students need their space to study and have to do this on their own. College is different. Time to trust with a small amount of verify in there. Mistakes will be made. We made them as parents, and we want to protect our children from making them. But it's how we learned and how they'll learn, even though it's a bit scary. Lastly, from me to both groups, this is a special time. Embrace it. Enjoy the ride. Give each other a break when learning is hard, but valuable lessons are learned in a tough way. Never give up on each other, and know that we are here to help you in that journey. This is what family does. Thank you. Have a great semester, and you can do this.
Please welcome Fawad El Hamami, class of 2025, your student trustee.
Congratulations, everyone, for taking the first step of realizing your dreams. And thank you, everyone who helped put together today's event and for this opportunity to speak. Now, I know President Bridges already did a quick applause, but if we could do another one again, I'd greatly appreciate that. So. This first gathering of your class together is a special moment that will stay with you throughout your time at USI when you can confidently say, I started my journey. Today, I speak to you as a student trustee, a member of USI's Board of Trustees. So congratulations on every single one of you becoming my brand new boss. My name is Fawad Hamami. I'm a senior studying political science with a pre-law minor. My position as student trustee allows the board to hear real student feelings on policies that impact us all. This position is appointed by the governor, and a student has been a part of the board since 1985. All the student trustees have had full voting rights and a responsibility to fully represent USI students. So hearing about your concerns and suggestions are critical to ensuring that the board and the university are both fulfilling their goals. I'm inviting you today to provide feedback at every opportunity, whether you see me at a student government meeting or just walking down the hallway or even grabbing a coffee at Starbucks, which I'm there a lot. During the time that I've spent being a part of the board, we started a pre-Skrigal program that has greatly helped students not only be comfortable with the college atmosphere, but create meaningful and lasting relationships too. Another success I've been able to witness is a quick progression to becoming a great D1 school. The university is meeting all our requirements for a transition that only started a couple years ago. Finally, I call on everyone here today to help us on our search for a new president for our university. If you have any suggestions, any ideas on what you would like in our new president, please bring them to me or other board members. Hearing from you is important because the students are the heart of a university. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and your fellow students, we congratulate you. You have taken the first definitive steps towards becoming what your heart desires, and your hard work and dedication will ensure you filling those goals. Now, college can become overwhelming at times, and classes might be hard, but whatever you do not stop trying new things. You are in a period of your life where you get to explore and try new things, and making mistakes is part of learning. So go on with courage to try everything, and remember, you will always have the support system behind you from your family, your friends, your professors, and interim President Bridges. We are all rooting for your success. Thank you, and good luck, class of 2028.
Please welcome the Dean of the Romaine College of Business, Dr. Sudesh N. Mujumdar.
Thank you. I love brownies, you know, the dessert. When my son was growing up, he and I would fight over brownies, you know, as the hypnotic chocolatey aroma of freshly baking brownies wafted through the home and made contact with our anticipating nostrils. We would make a mad dash to the kitchen, scrambling for the choicest cut from the brownie baking dish. I don't know if you like the edges or the gooey middle, but we had our favorite. The first mouthful, that first gooey bite, was and always is memorable. In a survey of tourists in the Dominican Republic, Tally Sharrett, the well-known cognitive neuroscientist, asked, "What was the best part of your holiday?" In the responses, one word stood out: first. F-I-R-S-T, first. The first view of the ocean, the first dip in the pool. Now, the 10th bite of the brownie, not so memorable. The 10th view of the ocean, still nice, but not as memorable as the first one. Why is that? Why does that happen? Tally Sharrett, again, in a Hidden Brain podcast, talks about how our brains, for evolutionary reasons, are wired towards habituation. We are wired towards losing interest quickly. And so I'm going to keep this speech really short. So how do we create more firsts? Right? Learn new and different things, says Tally Sharrett. You, all of you, have the opportunity of a lifetime here at our beautiful campus, here at USI, to create your own firsts. Where else can you take a pottery class and give expression to your artistic side? A geology class where you can literally see the ground move beneath your feet? A nutrition and well-being class where you can learn how to be strong physically and mentally? A neuromarketing class where you can learn how biometric technology is applied to marketing? All these 4 classes, all in the same day. It was Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, wandering into a calligraphy class that inspired him to make beautiful design a central piece of Apple's technological masterpieces. Whether it's the Mac computers or the iPhone, or even the boxes that our iPhones come in. I mean, I save those boxes, they're beautiful, right? So seek out a variety of experiences outside your major, and you might just build the next iPhone. Now, to help me conclude, I thought I should ask my close companion, OpenAI, or ChatGPT, as many of you know it, to draw on the most famous philosopher of our time, Taylor Swift. So here's a verse from OpenAI channeling Taylor Swift. I quote, "You're standing on the edge of a world that waits, young souls in the light, ready to ignite," end quote. So go ignite your imagination, make every bite of your learning experience memorable. Thank you.
Please welcome from the class of 2025 and the president of your Student Government Association, Tamia Smith.
Hello, everyone. Family has always been so important to me, and the community at USI has become a second family for me. I would like to personally welcome you into the USI family. I'm so glad that you're here. You must be feeling so many emotions right now: excitement, anxiety, fear, maybe even a little sadness. I know this because I've been in your shoes. I know how it feels to come to school away from home, not knowing anyone, and afraid that you won't make friends. This is my senior year. I know I'm getting old. And I would like to pass on 3 pieces of advice that helped me through my transition to college. First things first, know that you are not alone in this journey. Look around you. Everyone here is taking that journey with you. You will meet people that will support you through your time here, myself included. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. The faculty at USI are always more than willing to help you. Just remember, they can't help you if they don't know that you need it. Second, your college journey isn't just about passing your classes to earn your degree, although that is a pretty big part of it. It's about finding yourself. Embrace the qualities that make you unique. As a Black woman, I understand the difficulties of coming to a place where everyone may not look like you. However, our differences aren't just limited to physicality. You may come across people who don't sound like you, act like you, or even have the same beliefs as you, and that's okay. Diversity is what makes us special, so don't ever change yourself to fit in. This isn't high school anymore. This is college. This is the time to embrace who you really are. Don't feel the need to hide your personality or your culture. Instead, let it shine bright, because that is part of who you are. I saved the best advice for last, and that is simply enjoy it. College is also about finding those meaningful relationships that will last a lifetime and discovering your passions that you didn't even know you had. You will find your people here that will continue to be with you after you graduate for some of the biggest moments of your life. Take this time to really do the things that you love. Maybe it's reading, taking walks, traveling, whatever it is. Please don't throw away those activities that make you happy. This is also the time for you to do the things that you've always wanted to do that maybe you thought you never could. For me, that was going with a group of students to travel abroad to Africa, and some of these students are probably some of the closest friends I have. It was an amazing experience that I never thought I would have before coming to USI. And so I challenge you to join that club, go to that game, take that trip, do whatever you set your mind to. This is your time to shine. Yes, imposter syndrome is a real thing, but I want you to know that you belong here. Take your new Skriegel wings and soar to heights that you never thought you could reach. Welcome to the University of Southern Indiana. As you begin your journey here at USI, let us look back on the history of the University of Southern Indiana. Our university motto is in Latin, and it reads, Academia Populi, Academia Populo, which translates to a university created by the people, for the people. We have built our history and traditions around reaching out, engaging, and responding to the needs of the community around us by providing higher education and leadership to our region, our state, our country, and our world. While you watch this video, reflect on how you will contribute to USI's great future.
The University of Southern Indiana's history is one of grit and determination. Founded September 15, 1965, it was a visionary idea of a group of dedicated civic and community leaders to provide an opportunity for affordable access to public higher education in the region. They also saw opportunity to help the economic development of Southwest Indiana. To this day, USI is living true to its founding vision. The university's first location was in a small schoolhouse at the corner of the Lloyd Expressway and St. Joseph Avenue in Evansville. While it was an old building, into it came new faculty and staff excited to be pioneers in founding a new institution of higher learning for the entire state of Indiana. In the summer of 1967, Dr. David L. Rice arrived to lead the two-year-old university as its founding president. As the university got its footing, $1 million was raised to purchase 1,400 acres just west of the Evansville city limits for the permanent campus we know today. Rice and his wife Betty began what would be 27 years of service to the university. Their example of family spirit, collaborative work, and outreach to the community remain today as hallmarks of the University of Southern Indiana. Since Rice, 3 other presidents have led the university: Dr. H. Ray Hoops, Dr. Linda L. M. Bennett, and today Dr. Ronald S. Rashawn. Each have left an indelible mark on the institution. In 1969, the first buildings opened on campus, and in the years that followed, the university continued to see growth at a rapid pace. That remains true today, as you will find signs of ongoing progress as the beautiful and modern campus expands and changes to meet the needs of its students. In 1984, the first student housing was built on campus. Students can now choose from apartments or residence halls, offering suite-style living that sets the campus apart from many universities still utilizing communal dorm-style accommodations. USI is made up of 4 colleges: the College of Liberal Arts, the Pott College of Science, Engineering, and Education, the Romaine College of Business, and the College of Nursing and Health Professions, along with the School of Graduate Studies. Many of the modern academic buildings are located around the Quad, constructed in 2007, and now serving as a central gathering place for students. In 2011, the Cone was built during a renovation of the University Center. The 97-foot tall conical tower is an iconic landmark and visible representation of the university and its prowess. In 1976, USI became a member of NCAA Division II athletics, quickly becoming a formidable opponent and leaving its mark through numerous national championships. In 2022, the university became a proud member of NCAA Division I athletics, with students competing in 19 varsity intercollegiate men's and women's sports. USI also holds a special designation as a Carnegie Foundation community-engaged university and offers continuing education and special programs to more than 15,000 participants annually through outreach and engagement. The university offers study abroad opportunities around the world and hosts international students from across the globe. In 2014, just 1 year prior to its 50th birthday, the university rebranded, adopting new academic and athletic logos that embody the evolution of the institution through the torch of knowledge and proud screaming eagle. Marks you will see around campus, on attire, in our community and beyond, proud reminders of our heritage and what is yet to come. You've seen a glimpse of our past. Now it's your turn. You are the future. This is your time. This is your university. You are the torchbearers, carrying forward the flame ignited by our founders. Dare to do something amazing at USI. Believe you can soar at USI. Go Screaming Eagles!
For this next part of the program, can we turn on the house lights, please? Maybe. I'll continue. Since 2011, USI has presented new... Oh, there we go. Thank you. Since 2011, USI has presented new incoming students with a pen that represents their connection with USI and commemorates the year they began their academic journey at USI. This pen is designed by a current student, and your pen, found on the card that you were given, was designed by Caroline Campbell. Caroline graduated in May with a Bachelor of Science in Art with a concentration in graphic design. Parents, guardians, family members, and student supporters, you have the honor to place this pen on your loved one as a symbol of their transition to the next chapter of their journey. We also ask for your assistance in placing the pen on students with us tonight whose parents, guardians, family members, or supporters could not be with us. At USI, we are one large family, and we ask you to be part of another new student's next chapter. Please look around you to see if you can assist another new student. In just a moment, I'm going to ask you to stand up, remove the pen from the card, and place it on your student's shirt. After that, take a moment to introduce yourself to the people around you. Now, remove your pen from your program, stand, and be penned. As a leader of the student body, I am proud to say that you have been officially inducted as a member of the University of Southern Indiana community. All of the students that are part of this year's Convocation made an impact on this campus, which inspires me to ask, how will you spread your wings and leave a lasting impression at USI? Thank you, and go Screaming Eagles.
At this time, please welcome another person you want to be sure to meet, a key member of our academic leadership team, USI's interim provost, Dr. Shelley B. Blunt.
Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to the University of Southern Indiana, where your educational journey begins and your potential is limitless. As you embark on your journey as a new student at the University of Southern Indiana, you're likely filled with excitement about making new friends, settling into your new environment, and preparing for your classes. It is also a perfect moment to consider what will you achieve during your first year at USI. We are committed to ensuring that your experience will be defined by exceptional educational opportunities that align with the university's mission. Take time to explore how you can get involved in ways that resonate with you. At USI, you'll find opportunities to tackle key questions at the heart of our mission. How will you use your knowledge to make a positive impact in the world? How will you apply your leadership skills to benefit your community? How will you engage as a responsible citizen and work towards creating positive change in the lives of others? Each year, students join the University of Southern Indiana and contribute uniquely to this community, whether through leadership roles, community service, advocacy. You have the opportunity to shape your USI experience and future. Parents and family, I also want to acknowledge the crucial role that you play in supporting your students' educational journey. Your encouragement, guidance, and support are vital as your student embarks on this exciting new chapter. Together, we can create a nurturing environment that fosters growth and success. Today, we are celebrating 20 students who made notable contributions to our campus last year. These sophomores and transfer students excelled in academics, leadership, service, ethics, personal growth, selflessness, innovation, and creativity during their first year here. We extend our gratitude and recognition to these distinguished students for enhancing our campus community and making it a better place for all. As I call each name Interim President Bridges will present each student with their award. Please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. First, we're going to recognize our distinguished sophomores who made outstanding contributions during their first year. Tanner Bond. Tanner is a food and nutrition major who has demonstrated a strong commitment to academics and community service. He organized the student organization, What's Cookin', aimed at teaching cooking skills while serving the community. Tanner has also volunteered over 100 hours to various initiatives. Eli Krishner. Eli is a pre-nursing major and demonstrated exceptional academic achievement and personal growth. Despite facing personal challenges, he actively sought help and balanced academics and his involvement in the fencing club and collegiate men of distinction. Joseph Cerencioni. I've been practicing that all day. Joseph is a chemistry major who has maintained a remarkable GPA in challenging courses like General Chemistry 1 and 2. He demonstrates exceptional leadership as a Pot College representative in Student Government Association and actively participates in the American Chemical Society student chapter. Nathan Deputy. Nathan is a sports management major who made the Dean's List and excelled as a member of the USI men's swimming and diving team. Nathan set a new school record in the 3-meter dive and was recognized as the Diver of the Year. Morgan Ellis. Morgan is an art major who achieved an impressive grade point average and demonstrated creativity and attention to detail in her work. Morgan serves as a role model for her peers and serves as a treasurer for the art club. Brandon Juarez Fernandez. Brandon is a computer science major and is part of the USI Pathways program. He showed a strong commitment to his academics and personal growth during his first year at USI. Brandon stood out as a role model in his UNIV 101 class, demonstrating creativity and leadership while actively volunteering with the Theater Arts Department. Oakland Jarbo. Oakland is an undecided student. In just her first year, Oakland has excelled academically and actively participated in community-based research projects that showcase her innovative thinking and dedication to social betterment. Samaria Johnson. Sam is a psychology major and part of the USI's Pathways program. In her first year, Sam overcame significant personal challenges, excelled academically, and mentored elementary students through the College Mentor for Kids program. Matthew Colby. Matt is a sports management major who organized a team and an academic case study competition. Matt could be heard on 95.7 The Spin, where he did live radio broadcasting for the USI men's and women's basketball games, for which he received an award from the Society of Professional Journalists. Josh McConnell. Josh is a political science major and an active member of the Black Student Union. He shares his experiences and advocates for a diverse and inclusive campus and was chosen to participate in a mental health symposium in Chicago. Yan Nguyen. Yan is a marketing major and a member of the Asian Student Union and holds the role of event coordinator. She also serves as a business manager for the Shield and is involved with College Mentors for Kids and serves as an international orientation leader. Phoebe Ranger. Phoebe is a public relations and advertising major. Previously homeschooled, Phoebe has been active in campus life. She is a social media manager for the men's soccer team and website manager for 95.7 The Spin. She was one of 7 students to attend Engage Indiana series with the university president. Ella Rich. Ella is a marketing major. She is an active member of the Student Ambassador Organization and serves on the executive board. Ella works in undergraduate admissions and can be seen at APB events and plays. Michael Soliday. Michael is a computer science major. He is a member of the Student Christian Fellowship and the Student Ambassador Organization, where he earned the Top New Member Award for his exceptional contributions. Cheyenne Stewart. Cheyenne is a psychology major. She had to overcome significant personal obstacles in her first year and excelled academically. Cheyenne studied abroad this summer at the University of Osnabrück in Germany. I think they just got back a few weeks ago, actually. Brittany Wall. Brittany is a pre-nursing major who made the Dean's List both semesters of her first year. Brittany is involved in the Honors Program Mentor Program and the Stethoscope Sibling Program in nursing. She works at Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center as a nursing assistant. Naomi Weaver. Naomi is an exercise science major. She is co-captain of the women's swim team, community service leader of Delight Ministries, and a member of the Honors Program. Naomi was selected to serve as a supplemental instructor for anatomy and physiology this year. Our remarkable transfer students quickly made USI their home, seamlessly integrating into our campus community and making significant contributions along the way. Our distinguished transfer students are Oliver Abel. Oliver is a history major. He transferred to USI from Southeastern Illinois College and took a year off to work in the trades. His kindness sets him apart. He consistently reaches out to classmates in need, fostering a collaborative and respectful environment. Jayshawn Newman. Jayshawn is a business administration major. He is a member of the TRIO program, volunteers at community events, and serves as vice president of the Black Student Union. Jayshawn is also the head manager of the men's basketball team. Anthony Reeves. Anthony is an art major. He wrote and designed his own book in interactive media design class. He became a strong academic student during his first year and mentors younger students in the Pathway program. He participated in Sigma Pi Veterans 5K Run and attended a self-expression seminar at DePauw University. Please join me in congratulating the accomplishments and contributions of these students. The legacy they will leave at USI fills us with excitement and pride. As these students take their seats, let their inspiring journey, you all may take your seat if you'd like. Let their inspiring journey ignite your own aspirations. Imagine yourself on this stage next year, receiving recognition for your own accomplishments. Consider how you can contribute to our vibrant community and make a lasting impact in the year ahead. To honor this shared spirit and our collective potential, please stand and join us in singing the USI alma mater, Constant, Faithful, and True. And the words should be on the back of one of your cards.
Sands
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending New Student Convocation. We ask the audience please remain seated until the recessional is complete. Follow the lead of the ushers for an efficient and safe exit of the building. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we invite you to join us for the family dinner in the University Center. The meal will be served from now until 6:30 p.m. USI students are free, and tickets are still available for purchase for any guest that needs one. These can be purchased in University Center West. The Welcome Week leaders will guide you to the University Center, and welcome to USI.